This is a daily production report which I have created in Excel. Before creating the new format, let's see how it works. On the top, we have got month and year. Just below that, we have got our off days, and we can select our off days as per requirement. Currently, we can see Sunday. If I'll click over here, we can see the drop down. And from the drop down, we can select another week off. Let's select Saturday over here. And on the right hand side, Saturdays as well as Sundays got highlighted. In case you have got just 1 week off, select none from here and only Sundays will be highlighted. In case you want to highlight any other day, just select that specific day and that specific day will be highlighted. Even our holidays will be highlighted. Just after our week offs, we have got non-working days and working days. And these are total of non as well as working days. Just below that, we have got all the product details, target quantity and actual quantity. Based on target and actual quantity, our target versus actual will be calculated. And just after that, we have got our daily production target. In case the production will be over or under, it will feature over here and colors will keep on changing automatically. On the right hand side, we have to do the entries, and once the entries will be done, our actual quantity will keep on updating. For 12 months, we have got 12 sheets, and in the end, we have got our annual summary. In case you want to insert graph, I have created one sheet for that also. And over here, our target versus actual graph will be visible. To create this format, we will need some data. For that, I have kept my setting sheet. There's no formula inside setting sheet. We have got our months, years, our days, holidays list, products and their codes. Let's start creating a new format now. I have opened a new workbook and I have taken the data of settings from my example file. Let's come down and let's rename the sheet. This will be settings. We'll click on plus sign, means we will insert a new sheet. We'll double click over here and we'll rename this as Jan. We'll click on top. We'll take column A closer. We'll click on B2 and we'll select till D. We'll go to Home tab and we'll merge the cells. We'll go to Data tab. We'll come in the center. In center, we get the option of Data Tools. Inside Data Tools, we get the option of Data Validation. We'll click on Data Validation. On top, we can see three things: Settings, Input Message and Error Alert. We have to go in Settings. Over here, we can see Allow, and just below that, we can see any value. We'll click on drop down and we'll select List. Source. I'll click over here and we'll go to my settings sheet and we'll select months from top to bottom. We'll go on top and we'll click on OK. So the drop down list of months got created. We'll select January. We'll click just under January and we'll select till D. We'll go to Home tab and we'll merge the cells. This will be off days. We'll click next to January and we'll select next cell also. We'll merge the cells. We'll go to Data tab. We'll come in the center, Data Tools. From here we will select Data Validation. Any value, we will select List. Source. I'll click over here and we'll go to my settings sheet. And this time I'll select years from top to bottom. We'll go on top and we'll click on OK. So the drop down list of years got created. We'll select 2025. We'll click on January. We'll select off days and we'll select my year also. We'll go to Home tab and we'll create borders. We'll click next to off days and we'll select next cell also. We'll go to Data tab, Data Tools. From here I'll select Data Validation. And from the drop down list, I'll be selecting List. Source. We'll click over here and we'll go to my settings sheet. From here I'll select all the days from top to bottom. Just on top of Monday, we have got none. We'll go on top and we'll do OK. So my drop down list of days got created. We'll select Saturday and over here I'll be selecting Sunday. We'll come to right hand side. We'll click just after 2025. This will be non-working days. We'll click on non-working days. We'll go to Home tab and we'll wrap the text. We'll click next to non-working days. This will be working days. We'll wrap the text over here also. We'll select column G and H and we'll increase the size. We'll adjust row size. We'll select the whole sheet. We'll go to Home tab and we'll align all the things in mid. Now I'll come to left hand side. We'll select all the headers and we'll align all the things in center. We'll change the font style. We'll do as Arial Black. We'll adjust the column size as per our requirement and we'll adjust the row size. We'll create borders all over. We'll click on January and we'll select till end. We'll go to Home tab and we'll change the cell color as well as font color. We'll click on off days. We'll select till end. We'll go to Home tab and we'll change the cell color as well as font color. We'll select Saturday and Sunday and we'll change the cell color. We'll select Saturday and Sunday. We'll go to Home tab. We'll come in the center. Conditional formatting, highlight cell rule. Will come in the right hand side and from here I'll be selecting equal to. We'll click over here and we'll type none. We'll click on drop down, customize format. We'll go to fill. From here I'll select a desired color. We'll go to font. We'll come to color. We'll click on drop down and we'll select the same color of our cell. We'll come down and we'll click on OK. OK. So whenever it will be none, nothing will be visible. Let's select Sunday as of now. We'll click just under off days and we'll select next cell also. We'll go to Home tab and we'll merge the cells. We'll create borders over here. We'll drag this till working days. This will be serial number, codes or product codes, product names. We'll adjust the column size, target quantity, actual quantity, target versus actual, daily production target. We'll click on daily production target and we'll wrap the text. We'll increase the column size. We'll come to left hand side and we'll click just under serial number. 1, 2. We'll select both and we'll create borders. We'll drag it down as per our requirement. We'll click on serial number. We'll press Shift Control, down arrow key, right arrow key, and we'll create borders. Codes plus or equal to. We'll go to my setting sheet and we'll click on very first code and we'll hit enter. We got our codes over here. We'll drag this to right hand side and we got our product names also. We'll drag this down. Target quantity. I'll take some random figures over here. So I have taken some random figures. Let's come to actual quantity. This will be fully formulated and we will insert the formula once our format is ready. Even target versus actual will be formulated. Let's come to daily production target. I'll take some random figures over here. We'll click next to daily production target and we'll drag this to right hand side. This will be over slash under. We'll press Alt and we'll hit enter. Production. We'll increase the column size. We'll click on top of over or under production and we'll select top cell also. We'll go to Home tab and we'll merge the cells. This will be holidays. We'll click on serial number. We'll press Shift Control right arrow key. We'll go to Home tab and we'll change the cell color. We'll click on holidays and we'll change the cell color as well as font color. We'll change the font style. We'll do as Arial black. Let's come to right hand side. We'll click next to over or under production. Over here we will be inserting our dates and the formula will be plus or equal to date value, bracket open. The very first thing what we have to provide in date value is our date, but the date should be in text format. So I'll be inserting double inverted comma 1, double inverted comma close. Now 1 got converted in text format and we'll click on month and we'll click on year. Means we have to provide date, month and year. But there's no comma. I have inserted and. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We got some random figure. We'll click on random figure. We'll select next cell also. We'll press Ctrl 1. We'll go to date. We'll come to right hand side and we'll select a desired date format. We'll come down and we'll click on OK. Now we can see our first date. We'll align both the things in center. We'll click on top of first date and we'll insert the formula for day and the formula will be plus or equal to text. Bracket open. We'll take this down. Now we have to provide the value and in value I'll be providing my date, comma, format text. What format I want? I want day format. So I'll be inserting DDD means D 3 times. But this should be text format. So I'll be inserting double inverted comma in the end as well as in the beginning. We'll come to the end, we'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we got our first day. We'll align this in center. Let's come to right hand side. formula for second date and rest of the dates will be totally different from first date. Let's insert the formula for second date. Plus or equal to EO month means end of the month. Bracket open. Start date. Start date is not visible, so I'll click on first day. And by help of down arrow key, I'll come down. As we have to drag our formula to right, so I'll be locking my cell by pressing F4 or function F4 one time, comma. Second thing what we have to provide is months. So in months I'll be providing 0. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we got the last date of the month. We'll double click on the formula and we'll come in the very beginning. And we'll insert the criteria of if, bracket open, logical test. In logical test, I'll be providing the very first date. We'll click on day and by the help of down arrow key, I'll come down. We'll press F4 or function F4 two times and dollar will be inserted in the center. Is smaller than means if the first date will be smaller than last date, we'll come to the end. What we want in return? I'll put comma, first date plus 1. So if the first date will be smaller than last date of the month, we want first date plus 1. If this criteria is not going to meet, in return I want blank. So I'll be putting comma, double inverted comma twice for blank. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we got our second date. We'll click on first day and we'll drag this to right. We'll select both and we'll change the cell color and we'll create borders. We'll click on top of first date and we'll insert the formula for holiday and the formula will be plus or equal to VLOOKUP, bracket open, lookup value. What is lookup value? Lookup value is the value based on which we are going to extract our data. So over here, date will be my lookup value. I'll click on date. Means I have clicked on first date, comma, table array. Table array means our data. And our data of holidays are in setting sheet. So I'll be going to my setting sheet. And over here, I'll select my holidays list, including dates and holidays name. I have selected from top. Basic reason behind selecting the data from top. In case my data increases in future, I'll not have to change my formulas. Now I'll press F4 or function F4 one time and my range will be logged, comma, column index number. Selection of VLOOKUP started from dates. So dates automatically became column index number 1 and name of holidays became column index number 2. So I'll be putting 2 over here, comma. Let's take this down. Now we have to provide either of the option like true or false. I'll be selecting false over here for exact match. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we got our very first holiday. What will happen if I drag this to right? I got NA error because on 2nd of January there's no holiday. We'll click on new year, that is our very first holiday. We'll double click over here. We'll come in the very beginning and we'll insert the criteria of if error. If error, bracket open, we'll come to the end, comma, double inverted comma twice for blank. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. Now I'll drag my formula. We'll align all the things in center. We'll go to Home tab. We'll come in Alignment. Inside Alignment, we get the option of Orientation. We'll click on drop down and we'll select Rotate Text Up. We will also wrap the text and we'll decrease the font size. We'll create borders over here. We'll select from top to bottom and we'll create borders. We'll leave this selected. We'll go to Home tab. We'll come in right hand side, Conditional Formatting. I'll come down and we'll click on New Rule. From here I'll be selecting Classic. In case you are using Windows, you'll not be getting the option of Classic. You'll be diverted to next step and that is use a formula to determine which cells to format. And the formula will be, we'll take this to left, plus or equal to, we'll click on very first holiday. When we notice over here, our cell got automatically logged. I'm going to highlight the whole column. So I'll be removing the first dollar from here. Is not equal to. For not equal to, I'll be inserting smaller than, greater than. Not equal to blank. For blank, I'll insert double inverted comma twice. We'll take this on top. We'll come down and we'll click on drop down. Customize format. On top, we can see 4 things: number, font, border, and fill. We will go to fill. Background color. Currently, it's no color. We'll click on drop down and we'll select a desired color. We'll go to font and we'll change the font color. We'll come down and we'll click on OK. OK. So the whole column of holiday got highlighted. I'll click my days and dates and we'll go to conditional formatting. We'll come down, clear rules, and we'll select clear rules from selected cells. We'll increase size of row number 2. We'll come little bit left. We'll click just under first date and we'll select next date also, and we'll select till bottom. We'll go to conditional formatting, new rule. From here I'll be selecting classic, and from the drop down I'll be selecting use a formula to determine which cells to format, and the formula will be, we'll take this down, plus or equal to, we'll click on very first day. I have to highlight the whole column, so I'll be removing first dollar, is equal to, we'll click on Saturday over here on the left hand side. We'll take this in bracket. We'll copy this formula. Control C or Command C. We'll come to the end. Plus, we'll paste my formula. Control V or Command V. We'll come to the end and we'll remove the cell reference including borders. And we'll click on Sunday over here. We'll close the bracket. We'll take this on top. We'll click on drop down, customize format. We'll go to fill. From here I'll be selecting red color. We'll go to font and we'll change the font color as white. We'll come down and we'll click on OK. OK. So as of now, nothing is highlighted because we have given the criteria to highlight Saturday and Sunday. If I'll select Thursday from here, just notice my Thursday got highlighted. Let's keep as Saturday. We'll click on my holiday and we'll select next cell also. We'll go to Home tab and we'll change the cell color. Now I'll click over here and we'll select till bottom and we'll drag this till 31st January. Over here we have got 31st Jan. We'll select rest. We'll right click the mouse, delete. Let's come to left hand side and we can see our Saturdays and Sundays highlighted as well as we can see our holidays. We'll select from 31st till 1st and we'll reduce the column size. We'll go to View tab and we'll remove the grid lines. We'll come to right hand side. We'll click on New Year, means our first holiday. We'll press Shift Control right arrow key. We'll go to Home tab and we'll remove borders, means no border. We'll go on top once again and we'll create outside border. Perfect. Now we have to insert the formula in actual quantity, target versus actual, over or under production. But for that, we need some figures over here. Let's insert some figures. So I have taken the figures. Over here we have got some confusion. We'll click on day and we'll select date also. We'll press Shift Control right arrow key. We'll come to left. We'll press Control X or Command X and we'll paste over here. Control V or Command V means I have taken my dates and days below. We'll select this and we'll merge the cells. We'll drag this to right. We'll come to left. We'll go to Home tab and we'll remove borders, means no border, and we'll create outside border. Perfect. Let's come to left. Actual quantity. Formula will be plus or equal to sum. Bracket open. We'll click just under first date and we'll select till end. Let's come to left hand side. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We got actual quantity. We'll align this in center and we'll drag down our formula. Target versus actual, plus or equal to target quantity minus actual quantity, and we'll hit enter. We'll align this in center. Now it totally depends on you. You want actual versus target or target versus actual. We'll press Ctrl 1. We'll go to number format. Decimal places we'll do as 0. We'll come down and from here I'll be selecting this format where my negative figures will be visible in red and it will be inside bracket. We'll come down and we'll click on OK. We'll drag this down. If my target quantity will be less, enter. Once my target quantity will be less than actual quantity, it will be automatically highlighted in red and it will be inside bracket. Let's come to over or under production. Over here we will be inserting the function or formula of if, and I'll be using ifs. In case you want, you can use nested if also. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to ifs. Bracket open. Logical test. We'll click on target versus quantity. Is smaller than 0. target versus actual will be smaller than 0. In return, I want under. So I'll be putting comma, double inverted comma, under, double inverted comma, close, comma. We'll click on target versus actual is greater than 0. If this will be greater than 0, in return what I want? I'll put comma, double inverted comma, over. Means it will be overproduction. Double inverted comma, close, comma. And if target versus actual will be equal to 0, it will be on target. So I'll click over here once again, is equal to 0, comma, double inverted comma, on target, double inverted comma, close, bracket close, and I'll hit enter. And we got the production as over. What will happen if I'll remove target quantity? We can see under. We'll do one thing. We'll undo this and we'll come to the formula. We'll double click over here. We'll come in the very beginning and we'll insert one more if. If bracket open target quantity is equal to 0. If this will be 0, in return I want blank. So I'll be putting comma, double inverted comma twice for blank, comma. We'll come to the end. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. Now if I'll delete target quantity, nothing is visible. Let's undo this. We'll drag this down. Let's keep target quantity and actual quantity same in few places. Now I'll select the whole sheet. We'll go to Home tab. We'll come to right hand side, Conditional Formatting. Highlight Cell Rule, equal to. And over here I'll type over. We'll click on drop down and we'll select yellow fill with dark yellow text. And we'll do OK. So all the overproduction got highlighted in yellow. We'll select the whole sheet, Conditional Formatting, Highlight Cell Rule, equal to. This time I'll type on target. We'll click on drop down and we'll select green fill with dark green text and we'll do OK. Let's go to conditional formatting once again. Highlight cell rule, equal to, and this time I'll type under. By default we can see red color. I'm not going to do any changes over here. We'll come to right and we'll click on OK. Now all the things got highlighted. Once actual quantity will change, the colors will get adjusted automatically. Let's go on top. Non-working days. Let's insert the formula. Plus or equal to COUNTIF, bracket open, range. We'll click on very first day. We'll press Shift Control right arrow key. And all the days got selected. Let's come to left, comma. What we have to count over here? We have to count our week offs. So I'll click over here on first week off. Plus, we'll copy my formula. Control C or Command C. We'll come to the end. Plus, we'll paste the formula. Control V or Command V. Over here, I'll be counting my second week off. Currently, it's not visible. First week off is in E3 and second is in F3. So I'll be putting F3 over here. We'll come to the end. Plus, COUNTIF, bracket open. This time I'll click on first holiday. We'll press Shift Control right arrow key. All the holidays got selected. Let's come to left hand side, comma. Over here we will be inserting wildcard of COUNTIF, and that is double inverted comma, question mark, star, double inverted comma, close, bracket close, and I'll hit enter. And we can see 11 non-working days. Working days. Formula will be plus or equal to count, bracket open. We'll click on first date. We'll press Shift Control right arrow key. We'll come to left. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we got 31 as working days. We'll double click on the formula. We'll come in the end, minus. From here I'll reduce non-working days. We'll click on header and by the help of down arrow key I'll come down and we'll hit enter. We got date format. We'll press Ctrl 1. We'll go to general. We'll come down and we'll click on OK. Now we can see working days as 20 and non-working days as 11. I'll click on first holiday. We'll press Shift Control right arrow key and we'll change the cell color. This color is not looking so good. We'll come to left. Sheet of first month is ready. We'll click on the name. We'll right click the mouse, move or copy, move to end, create a copy, and we'll do OK. And the copy got created. We'll double click on the sheet's name. This will be Feb. We'll go on top and we'll change the month February. Now I'll come to right. We'll delete these numbers. We'll come to left. We'll right click the mouse, move or copy, move to end, create a copy. OK. This will be March. We'll come down and we'll rename the sheet March. In the same way, I'll create sheets till December. So our sheets till December got created. We'll create one more sheet for annual. We'll right click the mouse, move or copy. We'll come down, move to end, create a copy, OK. And this will be annual. We'll come to right hand side and we'll delete all the dates. We'll delete all the formulas from here. We'll come to target quantity plus or equal to sum, bracket open. We'll go to the sheet of January and we'll click on target quantity. Now I'll press shift. We'll come to sheet's name of December and we'll click on December. Just notice the formula bar. We can see Jan through December and there's one cell reference, that is E6. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter and all the sheets got interconnected. Now I'll drag this down and we'll drag this till daily production target. We'll select daily production target and we'll reduce the decimals. We'll come to non-working days and working days and we'll delete this. Plus or equal to sum, bracket open. We'll go to sheet of January and we'll click on total non-working days. We'll press shift and we'll click on sheet of December. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And all the sheets got connected. We'll drag this to right. We'll select target versus actual from top to bottom. We'll go to home tab, conditional formatting. From here I'll be going to icon sets and we'll select directional and our arrows got inserted. We'll insert one more sheet and this will be our graph. We'll click on top, we'll go to view tab and we'll remove the grid lines. We'll click anywhere inside the sheet. Now I'll go to annual sheet. We'll select product's name along with target quantity and actual quantity. We'll select from top to bottom. We'll go to insert tab. We'll come in the center, charts. From here I'll be selecting 2D column and our chart got inserted. We'll click on chart and we'll press Ctrl X or Command X. We'll click outside and we'll go to the sheet of graph and we'll paste over here Ctrl V or Command V. Let's increase the size of graph. Chart title. This will be target versus actual. We'll increase the font size and we'll change the font style as Arial black. We'll click on edge. We'll go to chart design. We can see lots of chart styles over here. We'll click on drop down and we can select any chart design of our choice. We'll click on grid lines and we'll remove this. We'll remove the figures from left. We'll increase size of header. We'll go to home tab and we'll increase the size. In case you want to add few elements, go to chart design. On the left hand side we get the option of add chart elements. From here you can add or remove anything. Over here we can see quick layouts also. So you can change the layouts as per your requirement. Perfect. Let's go to the month of January and our daily production report is ready now. I'll provide the link of file in description box. In case you want to download, you can.